reading for this evening is taken from the Gospel of John, chapter 13, verses 1 through 7, and 31b through 35. Now before the festival of the Passover, Jesus knew that his hour had come to depart from this world and go to the Father. Having loved his own who were in the world, he loved them to the end. The devil had already put it into the heart of Judas, son of Simon Iscariot, to betray him. And during supper, Jesus, knowing that the Father had given all things into his hands, and that he had come from God and was going to God, got up from the table, took off his outer robe, and tied a towel around himself. Then he poured water into a basin and began to wash the disciples' feet and to wipe them with the towel that was tied around him. He came to Simon Peter, who said to him, "Lord, are you going to wash my feet?" Jesus answered, "You do not know now what I am doing, but later you will understand." Now the Son of Man has been glorified, and God has been glorified in him. If God has been glorified in him, God will also glorify him in himself and will glorify him at once. Little children, I am only with you for a little while longer. You will look for me, and as I said to the Jews, so now I say to you, where I am going you cannot come. I give you a new commandment, that you love one another. Just as I have loved you, you also should love one another. By this everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another. We gather as a family of faith to remember and celebrate important moments in our lives and in the story of our faith. This is a family meal shared with other members of the Christian family all around the world. Family meals are often the setting for sharing good news, celebrating special occasions, addressing difficult issues. Tonight, we celebrate the arrival of spring weather after a long season of winter. We celebrate also the forgiveness and redemption given us through Jesus Christ. Tonight we are offered fresh alternatives from which to view our world. This night proposes an open door posture to us as we seek to practice discipleship. This night is a particular night in Christian tradition. It signifies Jesus' final sharing with his disciples at table. It marks the initiation of the sacrament of communion, a meal that ties us together in common cause. In this moment, in this meal, we are commissioned to carry on the work of reconciliation begun by Jesus Christ, to make sure his words and will are made clear to future generations. Family meals often address difficult issues. This night, the disciples are confronted with the reality of Jesus' departure from them. They do not know how they will carry on. They are fearful as to how Jesus' work will be received when led by themselves. They are given a new commandment to follow and to preach. Love one another as I have loved you. We receive that same invitation each time we come to this table. We claim the great and first commandment to love God and our neighbor without question. In loving God, we do love Jesus. To love Jesus is to accept this call to love others, to join in his ministry in the world. It is to reach out in concern and care. It is to work for justice for all people. It is to see others as precious children of God, just like us. Come to this family table. Enjoy this meal. Go out, safe and secure and nurtured by the love and grace of Jesus Christ, ready to live as one of his disciples in this world, to be known as his disciple. May God be praised in all we do. Let us sing together.